Hi folks, welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary, and not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Welcome back. I thought I'd go through a few TikToks. You see a lot of them on YouTube where the back crap crazy progressives and leftists. And this is the first one I came across. Now, I'm going to have to say, as I went on and got more and more, and you'll see them, then more and more I thought, are we doomed? I mean, are we really and truly doomed? And I have to say, at the very last video, which you'll see at the end here, brought up my spirits, and I thought, maybe we're not doomed. I'm going to start off with this person. See by his hashtags there. And the idea of a green screen, my friend, is the fact that you put something else up instead. But I digress. So let's see what this individual has to say.
Hey everyone, my name is Bunny. I use fun pronouns. So continuing on the video talking about the gender fey identities, here's one called gender florette. So gender florette and gender fey are pretty similar, where gender fey is gender fluid between agender identities and female. Gender florette is gender fluid amongst different agender neutroid identities with some feelings of femininity that can come in every now and then, but never fully identifying as female. That's what I've got for gender florette. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Now, I have to say, I have no idea what the hell, I'll even say he. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Let's move to the next one. I can't even comment on this. Sometimes my command of language is such I can't even find the words.
So here's the thing.
Now, I had to put this in here. Nancy Pelosi, she certainly fits in Are We Doomed? But she doesn't fit in with the rest of the videos. But I had to do it because this is just her a week ago.
We cannot require someone to be vaccinated. That's just not what we can do. It is a matter of privacy to know who is or who isn't.
No, I'm not. Otherwise, I will call the...
Now, this one here, it's a young man in a high school, and his buddy's filming him, and a teacher, believe it or not, is giving him grief because he had his mask under his nose. And while this Karen went crazy, got up in his face and cussed at him. Now, the Karen is the male teacher. I'll assume he's male after that last video. I don't know. And listen to this. Listen to this nut bar.
Police. I'm serious. Yeah, come on.
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah, I am serious, man. I am had enough of it. I knew you were going to take off your mask the moment I turned the corner. So enjoy BIA. That's in-school suspension where you have to sit in the room with the military guy all day because you're a piece of shit.
Now, I guess that teacher got identified, and his friend there is taking the video. They're trying to screw him over, too. This is what's going on in our schools, folks. That's why we ask, or I ask, are we doomed? Now, this is a young lady that doesn't like people calling her little daughter, young daughter, princess. And it's, just listen.
So I don't know if this is considered an unpopular opinion, but if you have a daughter, you need to stop calling her princess if you do. The way that Disney has branded the princess is based on her beauty as her most important asset. This term also encourages the damsel in distress that needs to be rescued by a man, and it doesn't focus on their intelligence or integrity or any other character trait. Why don't we call girls scientist, engineer, doctor? Like, why does it have to be something cutesy like, oh, princess, what do you need? Like, no. My daughter's father called her princess yesterday, and I had to lecture him again.
Now, their daughter, the father, called her princess, and she lectured him. Two things I know. One, I know for sure you're not having any more kids with this guy. I wouldn't go near you. I mean, all guys are pigs. I mean, they'll do anything to get laid. But I got to tell you, honestly, why is he still with her? He must have had some kind of an idea what she was like. Like I said, you know, guys don't care. But now he has a daughter with this woman forever. And I don't know if they're still together or not. Obviously, she sees him and she lectured him again. You're not going to be getting any from him in the near future. That's for certain, or anybody else. These women, they're just amazing to me.
Because we do not use that term in this house. Even my own sisters have called her princess, and I will tell them, don't call her that. Maybe I come across as very controlling, but I think it's a very harmful word, and she shouldn't look up to that term.
Harmful word. Harmful. Okay.
So I don't know if this is considered an unpopular opinion.
Now, I want the young people especially to watch this video. This is in France. This is someone, the French police beat the hell out of her because she didn't have her vaccine passport with her. You progressives and leftists out there, especially you younger ones, this is what happens when you don't have a Bill of Rights. You don't have a Constitution. It's bad enough in the United States when we have one and what they're doing. This is what the rest of the world does. Take note. If you continue to think and vote the way you do, this is coming to a city near you. It takes all those police for two women? Seriously? Seriously? And then her one friend was trying to pull her away because she didn't have her passport. What's that deal in Nazi Germany? Papers, please. Where's your papers? Keep voting the way you're voting, you progressives, and this is coming your way.
Gardez les distances. Reculez, reculez.
And now the cop's mad because the person's filming it. This is the Gestapo. This is coming your way. Papers, please.
S'il vous plaît, monsieur. Non, non, j'ai rien fait. Monsieur, monsieur. Non, mais je travaille, monsieur, mais vous faites quoi?
Now, this is a teacher in Texas. And by state law, you can't teach CRT or any of its theories in school, unless you're in college and it's a regular course. I'm not sure what grade this is, but she teaches in either middle school or high school. I'm not sure. Maybe even elementary. Who knows? Doesn't matter. She's saying she's going to do it anyway against Texas law. Now, before she even says anything, you can tell already she's a whack job. Got to be Austin. Has to be Austin, Texas. How the hell did she get hired? Let's listen.
So this comment was put on a video that had absolutely nothing to do with politics, but let's dive in because teaching is political. The education system, the curriculum, school zoning, funding, standardized testing, all of these things can create and further lead to class and racial inequalities and impact life chances for our students. Especially as a history teacher, my students deserve somebody who is going to confront and challenge the injustices and untruths that are in our history that have led to discrimination. So yes, teaching is political because as we develop curriculum and have conversations with our students, equity and anti-racism need to be in the forefronts of our minds.
Equity and anti-racism. Equity is one of the most racist things that ever existed. Don't confuse equity with equality. Equality means the best you can do to try to have the best opportunity, the best even chance for everyone. That's equality. Now, sometimes it doesn't work out, and sometimes all the options suck, but at least they're equal to the best you can in a perfect world. Equity, on the other hand, is like saying if I live in Austin, Texas, and 17% of the population is African American, then 17% of the teachers in their school have to be African American. 17% of all the boards in the corporations have to be African American, and so on and so on. Police departments, teachers, right down the line. That is racism. Those are racial quotas. That makes you a fascist and a Nazi. This is Jim Crow with an extremely weird twist. And second of all, I know this is going to sound mean, I pity the guy or girl that's involved with her.
As well as giving our kids the means to gather factual information and form their own opinion. But this is wildly different than indoctrination or propaganda because I'm not trying to sway my students' opinions.
Oh, you're not trying to sway their opinion, huh? It's not propaganda? It's not indoctrination? Are you out of your effing mind? This woman's in a cult, like a lot of them are. And I don't think she's savable.
I want them to form their own educated opinions. What I'm doing is challenging a broken system and hopefully laying the groundwork for progress and justice.
Now, the broken system, which you take, I'm sure you get golden health insurance, all kinds of vacation time. You get the whole summer off, and a damn decent salary paid for by property owners. In this broken system, I see you take their money. Now, this woman here, I can't tell if she's a pissed off progressive or she's just a normal person like all conservative people are. And she's just mad about what's going on with, you're going to see the drug of choice she's talking about here.
Twice in my entire life, I have been embarrassed about purchasing something. The first time was when I had to buy tampons for myself. The second time was when I had to buy condoms for myself. And today, I'd like to say, is the third time I felt embarrassed about a purchase. Do you want to know what that is? Ivermectin. I had to...
Whoops.
go to a feed store and get this for my actual horse. But all I could think about was people are going to think I'm eating this shit. And I was so embarrassed that I actually bought other horse items so people wouldn't think that I was a nut job. But I have to tell you that when this came across the register, the woman behind the counter smirked at me and then passed it back. Guys, stop!
Now, I have to say, I can't tell if I'm for or against her. And you can make up your own mind yourself. This guy here is an ultimate fascist. I love the hat, by the way. And he lives in California. Big shocker. And you got to listen to this nut bar.
These Trumpers keep cheering on the Taliban is because they're terrorists. They're all working for Putin. So we need to turn this around. And if you're not in California, you can do a lot to help by sharing this video, making videos of your own, letting everyone know. You got to vote no on this recall. We got 11 days
Glad I could help.
to make this happen. And again, talk to the trolls in the comments. You'll determine real quick. They're either racist Americans, racist Republican Trumpers in America, or they're foreign trolls, and they're Nazis. They're all Nazis. We don't need to cut them any slack.
If we were all Nazis and fascists, why are you allowed to be on TikTok? But I digress.
It's almost an insult to Nazis because we had 70 years to figure out why Nazis were wrong, and these people kept it alive. So yeah, they're going to end up in camps. They'll have water in the showers, but they'll end up in camps. They've told me that they won't have water in the showers for the camps they want to put us in. They're Nazis, okay? We'll have water in the showers, but they'll end up in re-education camps for life or until they convert from Trumpism back to America. Now,
let me see. They're fascist and you're not, because your idea of fascism is re-education camps and you're not going to exterminate them, so that makes you better. Really? Really?
all Trumpers' American cards revoked. Let them know their American cards are revoked. They're not American anymore. And we might as well pursue actual conditions for that so we don't have to deal with their votes either. They're going to try to stop us from voting. We can stop them from voting because they actually don't.
I know in most states, I live in upstate New York, I know in most states, mental illness, severe mental illness, is a reason for you not to be able to vote. Maybe this guy qualifies.
Deserve it because they betrayed America for Trump and Putin and the Trump virus genocide. We got to stop them. Vote no. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Thanks.
The Trump virus genocide. He brought a genocide, a pandemic to the United States to destroy his own presidency. That came from China, by the way. Okay, I got it. I'm glad you straightened that out for me. Appreciate it. Still love the hat.
For making.
Now, there's no sound on this one because I didn't want to get a copyright strike from the music. But you can read there. This individual, I guess, wanted to go get a COVID test or something. And he went to the hospital and he put on his favorite outfit to cheer up the workers there. And that was really nice of him, I have to admit. You might want to 86 the beard, though, if you're going to dress up. This is a 6th grade teacher that's trying to explain how black people cannot be racist.
Posted a question on Facebook, can black people be racist? And there were a lot of people saying, well, yeah, black people can be racist. This one time, this black person said this to me. And then I hopped on there and I said, no, racism belongs to white people. We created it for ourselves so that we could benefit from it. And
so white people created racism to benefit from it. White people created it to cause huge rifts in our country and our culture, to cause huge cultural clashes to benefit from it. Okay, I got you.
And I broke it down and I said, this is the math equation that I use for my 6th grade students. We put it on the wall, on the board. They write it down in their notebooks. Power plus privilege plus prejudice equals racism. And black people can have prejudice. Black people can have power for, like, I'm thinking like political power. But then at the end of the day, whether you have prejudice and power, there's still that privilege aspect that's lacking.
So, you know why she's the racist? Because she thinks black people think and act differently than white people. All people are racist to a certain extent. Some just a lot more than others. All races have the same inherent faults. We do our best not to. Black people can be racist. White people can be racist. Asians could be racist. The list is endless because we're all people. We all have the same faults. Saying that black people act differently than white people is racism by definition. Now, this lady here, I'm stumped. I mean, wait till you hear this.
So another really interesting question I've received is, given that you're gay and non-binary, do you still only show your hair?
gay, non-binary, and follows Islamic teachings, obviously. Okay. That's kind of like a black guy joining the Klan, but let's continue.
Women. And I think this is really interesting because the original intention of hijab was to prevent men developing feelings of attraction to a woman. So as a gay person and not a woman, it doesn't really apply to me.
As a gay person and not a woman, this really doesn't apply to me in that sense. So then why are you wearing it? Oh, you're non-binary, so you're neither. Huh. Is there a job for non-binary people, maybe? Maybe some of the Taliban in Afghanistan have an answer to that. I think I know. You would be dead. They would stone you to death. They would torture you. God knows what else they would do to you. And then they would kill you.
Sense. So to answer that question, as a trans ally and non-binary person, I make a really conscious effort not to assume anyone's gender.
They throw trans people off the top of buildings. They throw gay people off the top of buildings. That would include you. And they insult to injury as far as they're concerned. You're non-binary.
Appearance. And the way I apply that to my hijab is that I show my hair and my body to the people I feel comfortable showing it to, regardless of their gender. That's because not every person that looks like a male is actually a male. Not every female presenting person is actually female. And so that's just my way of staying conscious of people's gender identities and not excluding people by accident.
Oh my God. I mean, I can't even begin to unravel that. And look at her. She seems pleasant enough. Like the nose ring. Love the nose ring.
So
now, at this point, as I'm going through trying to find things to put on TikTok for a video, at this point, I am so depressed and upset that we're really, really doomed. I came across this. As a Muslim woman from Texas, by the way, this is from the Texas ACLU. As a Muslim woman from Texas, must be Austin, I'm disgusted by the Islamophobic rhetoric people are using to describe the new Texas abortion law like hashtag Texas Taliban. It is not only inaccurate, this law is a very American form of misogyny and religious extremism and not foreign or Islamic. Oh, so everybody else outside the U.S. is good. Oh, gotcha. Anybody that's not Islamic is evil too. Got it. But it further perpetuates anti-Muslim bigotry by trying Islam to extremism and endangers Muslims or those who appear Muslim. Islam actually has a very nuanced view on abortion, which he doesn't explain. So please keep your religion out of the conversation and own your own regressive policies. So she's pissed at the people that are pissed at the new abortion law. Gotcha. Now, at this point, I'm done mentally. I mean, it's ruining my night. I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I came across this video at the end, which brought back some hope to me. Some hope. Now, when I saw that, it brought my spirits right up. It's in Oregon. Hopefully it's in Western Oregon, where all the progressives and leftists are. But it gave me some hope that maybe, just maybe, our young people aren't completely doomed and our future isn't screwed over. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.